Hey everyone, Jason from Red Stallion Media here. We get asked every so often what gear we use, so we thought we'd just make a little video showing what is in our camera bag. This is just one of many bags, but this is our main go-to bag. This is the bag that if we travel somewhere, it's on our flight. This is the, if everything else gets lost, we can still do a project with this. So I figured this would be the most important thing to show. The bag is a Lowepro Pro Roller x200, I believe. And it's a pretty great bag. It's made for flying. It has, on the side, it has a spot to a little combination lock to run through the zippers so you can, lock it up when you're traveling. Has these two front pockets, which I don't even know what we have in here. We have cloth for cleaning lenses. That's it in that one. And then the big one we have our, I think this is technically for a laptop, but I don't want to put my laptop in here for some reason. We have a clapboard. We have a set of really tiny tripods, so if we need to get low to the ground. And then we have a white balance and gray card. So that's all that's in there. Nothing too fancy. And then inside the bag is all the camera gear. Immediately, what's missing from here is a Canon 7D, which goes right here, and a a Tascam DR40 recorder. I'm actually using the 7D to film right now and the Tascam to record audio. The other stuff in here is the Canon 5D Mark III with a Tamron 70-200 2.8 lens. We have our Canon C100. These are our main cameras. This is our A camera, this is our B camera, and then the 7D will be our C camera. We have the attachment for the XLRs and the handle for the C100. So that just clips on here and locks in. It's really nice having XLRs. Now that I'm recording separately for this video, I can actually go right into camera with that, which is awesome. Over here we have a little SanDisk thing for cards. A little tip that we use is when a card's full, we put it upside down. So if it's ready to go, it's right side up. If it's filled and needs to be backed up, it goes upside down. It's just a little tip. Little blower to clean out some lenses. Another cloth. This cloth stays out of packaging, so I wouldn't actually use this on lenses because it could pick up filth and stuff, but if we need to like wipe off a monitor or clean our glasses, because we're all nerds and have glasses. We have a little Sennheiser MKE 400. It's a good little running gun shotgun mic. Nothing too fancy. We have another audio bag, which I'll actually show you, that we keep our camera gear in, or our audio gear in. Just to clear out over here, we have an intervalometer for time lapses, things like that. We have a little LED light, comes in handy. We got a C100 charger, C100 battery charger, and then the Canon charger for the 5D and the 7D. There's another one of these that's always plugged into the wall in the office, so we can always have batteries going. We have a Tamron 90mm macro lens. This is an awesome lens because it's like 1-to-1 ratio, so it's really close. Nice macro shots. Another thing you'll notice is the back of the lens caps are labeled for us in case one of them gets lost. And then we put the millimeter size on the back of these, which you're also probably wondering is why I have 28 on the back of this and not 90. Because we were in a rush and didn't get the right one on there. It's probably on the back of this. There we go. This is the Canon Nifty 50, the 51.8 lens. It's like $120 lens. I suggest everyone get it. It's good to throw in your bag. It's plastic. It's not the most heavy duty lens, but it's good. And then we have a little bit nicer, a little metal, is the 28mm 2.8, another prime lens. It's small lens, good to have in the camera or in the bag. And then we have an 8mm Rokinon fisheye. So in case we want to do some crazy fisheye shots, this one doesn't get used as much, but it's good to have it. Right here, we are missing a Tamron 17-50 2.8 lens. That's actually what's being used right now. That's an awesome lens because it's made for APS-C crop sensors. So while it does crazy vignetting on the 5D Mark III, it looks really, really nice on the 7D, and it also looks really good on the C100. So we use that a lot. That basically covers what's in this side. Over here in the little flap, we have nothing really worth taking out, but we have little card slots for an extra couple cards, like the 8 gig cards we sometimes throw in here just in case something happens, we need extra cards. We keep the smaller ones in here, keep some pens in here, and well, no pens actually. We keep a lens pen for clean our lenses, batteries. And then in here we have our tripod mounts, like that. And then we keep our neutral density filters. We have them in all different sizes, so we can throw them on whichever lenses. I suggest if you're shooting a DSLR, get these. They're variable, so you can kind of change the exposure just by turning them, which you might be able to see, I don't know. And then the thing is that the C100 actually has built-in ND filters, which is great. It's like the perfect camera for run and gun type videography. It has built-in NDs, shoot in every condition. It's awesome. So that is basically our camera bag. That's everything that we keep in there. So one cool thing that I'll mention real quick is that you can actually take this entire interior part of the Lowepro Pro Roller out. It has a zipper concealed in here, so you can actually pull this entire piece out, and it has a backpack straps on the bottom, so you can actually turn this whole interior and the flap into a backpack and then use the rest of the bag as a luggage, basically, as to carry stuff around in. That's haven't used it yet. I've seen people that do use it. It is awesome. It's cool, and I like that it has it. There's also a couple cool things, like, I don't know, this probably is not going to be in focus, but there's a little spot, a 1/4-20 thread, so you can mount a camera to it, mount a light to it, mount a mic to it, whatever. Throw that over there. All right, on to audio gear. We keep our audio gear in a separate bag just because it makes things easier. When we go on bigger trips, like when we're flying somewhere and I can't drive somewhere, there's room in the bigger Pro Roller bag to kind of put what we need in there. If we need, you know, some lab mics or anything, there's room in there to put it. I like to keep it separate because I'm really picky about that type of thing. I don't know why. So in our audio bag, it's just a small Lowepro bag. We have a pair of Tascam TH02 headphones. They're not very expensive headphones, but they're really good. They're great for monitoring audio. I'm sure there's audiophiles out there that would hate me for using these, but they're really good for what they are. In this little bag that comes in, these come with a bunch of Lowepro bags. They're awesome little bags. We have a shock mount for our boom pole. Our boom pole is left in our light stand bag. A little shotgun mic holder. And then a bunch of various screws and stuff for, there's like a little hot shoe adapter in here, and then some threaded screws to change the size on these guys. Then we have the iCan boom holder. I don't know what they're called. This goes in a C-stand like that, and a boom pole gets locked into here, and you basically don't need a boom operator. So to be light and fast and quick and dirty, one-man crew, get one of these because it can save your life. Also use one of these if you want to boom down a shotgun mic and use a lav mic. So if you're trying to run 2 system audio, that comes in handy. So you can run a lav, and then you can do a shotgun mic booming over the subject. Sometimes you can actually even lower the gain on one of the mics, like the shotgun mic. Use the shotgun mic as your backup mic. Lower the gain on it a little bit, so if the subject starts to speak really loud or yell or something, you can mix the 2 audios and use the one that's not peaking or sounds terrible. A couple XLR cables. I keep different sized ones just in case. Then we have the Countryman lav mic. We actually have 2 of these. I'm using one of them now. This is a nice little hard case it comes with. It's just a lav mic. It's coiled up. It's a little guy right here, super tiny. The XLR connector comes with a white and black clip, depending on the clothing your subject's wearing, a little wind sock, and instructions. We carry 2 of these, so we have a 2-subject interview, or we need a backup for something, if something breaks, it's always worth having a backup. Same reason why I have 3 cameras. And then we have our Rode NTG2 mic. I don't know why I keep this in the case. I'm weird about that type of stuff. That's the mic. It's like a $250 mic. It's really good though. If you're on a budget and you're trying to, get your gear together, build up some gear, this is worth investing in. The NTG3 is, a little more expensive, but it's also an amazing mic. So I would suggest picking one of these up if you don't have one, or the Sennheiser ME whatever 66, also a good mic. Little windsock, and then the instructions. So that is it. That is our audio and video gear.